Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? And welcome back to the channel. Just a little bit of kind of disheartening news on the dually. The other day on the way home from Josh's in my last video, I noticed some vibration starting in the dually. So upon further inspection, what is actually wrong is the front bearings is going out of it. So we're gonna have to replace those. I do have those ordered. I ordered them from Amazon. It was just a little bit cheaper to get them from there than it was to get them from one of my local stores, so or auto parts stores. So I just ordered from Amazon. I go to Amazon for a lot of stuff and just have it shipped directly to the house, because by the time I get the item, I actually have time to possibly install it. So tonight we're gonna go ahead and move on and go to another item that is needed on the truck. This truck has 182,000 miles on it, and we are going to delete one of the boxes out of the pile because we have it right there. So actually that one will be the last one left, besides like doing the air filter cleanup and the emergency brake cable adjuster, and then also taking care of the fifth wheel harness. I have to get that soldered in place yet, so we need to get that done also. But right now, this is something that I did on my second gen, and I've just felt that since this truck had 182,000 miles on it, it was a good idea to do it on this one too. And that is a new gate tensioner. There's the part number for the third gen, 59. And also the same belt we run on the second gen, which is the Gates Gator belt, is the green belt, and that's the part for this one also, the 03 to 06, I believe, the 59s. So we're gonna go ahead and get those swapped out. Now, after doing just a little bit of visual inspection, everything on the second gen I was able to do from the top. This one right here actually looks like it's more easily accessible from the bottom, from putting the belt tensioner on to possibly even, I mean, we can still string the belt from the top, but from taking the slack off the belt to putting the belt tensioner on, I mean, right here's the bolt, the head of the bolt, easily accessible there. And to take the tensioner off, I think I'm actually gonna go from the bottom and to do this one versus going through the top like I did my second gen. So I'll grab some tools and get that one taken off. Just like before, you put your half-inch breaker bar up in that square socket right there. And on now, since you're on the bottom, you're going to be pulling down to release your belt. And then it's a 13 millimeter to take off the belt tensioner. Alright, with the old one out of the truck, we can put them side by side and do a comparison. Everything looks pretty much the same. This is the gates. Like I said, this is part number 38285, and this is for my 03 third gen, 59. There'll be a link in the description for this if you want to go pick it up for Amazon. And then also, look at the old belt. It doesn't look like it's in too bad a shape, but while we're doing it, while we have it off, like I said, I'm just gonna go ahead and replace it and put one of the green belts on it. And that's the part number for that. I'll also have a link in the description for that. What I noticed different about this one than my second gen is it actually came with a replacement bolt. So I don't have to use the old bolt, which I thought was pretty cool. So I'm just gonna take this over to the truck, put it back in place, and then get the, no, not the old belt, get the new belt put back on. All right, I have that put in place. Actually, what I did was the same thing I did when I took it off. You can see this idler pulley goes in there, and the pulley is against the engine, or against the timing cover. So what I actually did is I went ahead and put the belt in there when I put the pulley on. That way I didn't have to turn it sideways and put it in between the pulley. It's so hard to see. Put it in between the pulley and the engine to get it up and over the idler pulley. So now all I have to do is follow this belt diagram right here and get it routed back around all of the pulleys. That would be the alternator, the water pump, the crank, the fan, the idler pulley. And then I'll go back under the truck and do the same thing I did when I took it off, is take the tensioner and pull it down and bring it over on the power steering pump and finish up that way. In theory, that's how I'm going to do it. So we'll see if I can't get that belt routed up and around all that stuff and do that. And keep my fingers crossed. Alright guys, everything is tracking good. The belt looks good. I had to put take tension off of it and get it up on the idler pulley here. It was off rib, so what I did is actually moved it over and put it up against the harmonic balancer to hold it there so I could come up above and get that belt put in place. Doing this one was much more difficult than doing my second gen. There's a lot less room in here. It was fairly easy to get the tensioner on and off underneath, and to put the belt on the way I did. Then I come up on top like you saw and kind of routed the belt the way that it needed to be, and then went back underneath, took the tensioner and moved it over, and then put the belt on the power steering pump on the bottom driver's side to get it in place. So it's a good idea when you're doing this, you know, in age, that belt tensioner, that spring's going to get weak and it starts letting that go like that, and that's what causes that Cummins chirp, as they call it. This truck did not have it, but since it's been sitting, all the wear items like that possibly could dry rot, hoses, belts, etc. I've been going through and changing, just like all the fluids, along with everything else we've been changing, like the front hubs that we're going to have to do now. I guess lastly, if you guys saw, I'm wearing my breast cancer awareness. This is a Save the Rack t-shirt from Hot Shots. Check them out. First link in the description. All these shirts are $10. All proceeds will go to the Breast Cancer Awareness Foundation. Jonah, hold the camera. Let's get a shot of the back of the shirt too. That way they can see what it looks like. And then you can see they do have pictures of both sides on their website also. First link in the description. Like I always tell you, Hot Shots will always, or has been and will always be, the first link in the description. I love their products. I run all their products in my trucks, and I'm just waiting on the Synchro Max to come out. I do have the Royal Purple in here. It's going fine. Not knocking their product. I've just had tremendous luck with Hot Shots products, and I will continue to support their product as big as or as small as they're going to be. But right now they're growing leaps and bounds, and like I said, Save the Rack t-shirts. It is October, it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Let's help support a cause, guys. If you don't mind, hit that like button, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not already done so, and we'll talk to you guys later on. Bye-bye.